guns, action. Hello everybody, welcome back to another Port Roberts video. Welcome to another video that is about, this case is going to be about Port Roberts. Now, you're probably going to wonder, everybody asking yourself, why did I make a video about Port Roberts? Well, whenever you start your journey for the sailing skill, you're actually going to want to understand what kind of facilities are available at when you first disembowel your ship and come on to Port Roberts. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is there's going to be a captain and some people that are around that you've already seen from the sailing skill that they'll just be able to either charter you, take you somewhere else in RuneScape, or just talk to get a notice board and get some Slayer tasks. And you will notice some more stuff as we continue. So let's just go check this out. Alright, so when you first inspect the notice board of Port Roberts, you're going to have some guaranteed tasks that are going to include career tasks and wanted task, which is basically like Slayer, which you probably already know, and you'll maybe have to kill some sharks or some octopuses. Alright, and for your convenience, there's actually a bank deposit box where you can just deposit some stuff that you maybe don't need for the moment, instead of running all the way to, well, that's kind of a spoiler alert, but there's another bank. That's a spoiler, so we'll get to that in a moment. First of all, when you first get to Port Roberts, first thing you're going to notice when you take a right out of that area is you're going to notice there's something called a market. When you come to the market, you're actually going to see quite a different types of few market trading icons. Let's just look at what there all is. And first you start off with the fishing shop, spices shop, silver shop, a jewelry shop, and the fur trader, and a silk shop, and arrow shop, and apple shop. Now, the interesting thing is, in the middle that is actually not a thieving shop. That is actually the notification and symbol that means you can actually steal from all these shops. So there's less of a market and more of like a stealing opportunity for you to just take some stuff, maybe perhaps train your thieving skills, and get some new types of stuff. If you look at the stall, you can see different kind of fruits and cannonballs. Alright, so for the next part, you just don't get caught because, well, you'll have to fight some guards and you'll get thrown, I think, into jail if you try it. I do not wish to go to jail, so I prefer not to. I prefer to just get some of my cash from the bank. That's a spoiler. Cut that. Action. I prefer to just get some cash and possibly just trade these guys for their goods and stay out of jail. Step up. Alright, so just watch out for this guard on the shorts if you're stealing, but if not, it'll be okay. Here's Shipwright Scott. He is the way that you'll have to create hull parts and repair kits for your boats. That's something that you'll have to worry about once you get into sailing skill. So just talk to this guy whenever you're ready to explain more, and he will also be able to retrieve your boat wreckage or add different types of like something like bathroom or a cooking range. I think like things that you can put in your house, you can put on your boat. And this guy will help manage people from your crew members. You can just switch them over and assign them to work for you. And on to the next part. Drum roll, please. There's actually a bank right here. So that is convenient because once you have unlocked, and there's actually another bank deposit box. That's pretty convenient because whenever you get there and you notice that there's a guy that's at the shipwright, so you can customize your boat, well, you can actually come to the bank and take out your planks and other types of materials to then upgrade and edit your ship. Now, going over here, we're going to go to the pub, which is actually shown on the map with a beer glass. It's called a pub. There is a beer glass spawn here. You can take this even on an Iron Man, and there it is, even a second one. Now, the reason one of those is because if you have things you want to get out of like a keg, you could use these to take the liquid out and drink it on the ocean. And if you have a keg on your boat, guess what? These will work to take it out. Other than that, there's a guy you can pickpocket. You can also attack him. Okay. I thought it was because I was trying to pickpocket him. And then you have the Mr. Kellen and this cool guy with a Dragon Samsar. You have the Monkey Madness, and you have, of course, the Bartender. Bartender is the guy that just watches over the pub. You'll be who you need coins for, but since I don't have any coins, I can take those ones that I robbed from the guy, and we can just buy a beer. And you can also get some various snacks and stews, which is great for spicy stews from Evil Dave's lair. And we'll actually just drink this. And now we have 3 beer glasses. Moving on. The last part of Port Roberts, actually the most important thing, is you actually have to find the Sailor's Marker location, which I believe is over here. Just disregard the turtle. I think it's not part of this quest until later. But you can click this once you have discovered the Amulets of Sailors, and you can click this and you'll be able to teleport to Port Roberts. Even if you're just not on your boat, or you just need to come to Port Roberts real quick for a different reason, well, right there is called Bingo. It's right there, so you can just teleport. Anyways, moving on to Captain Campbell. He's over here, and he's just really angry, and the back of his ship, the front of his ship fell off. You can talk to him and learn about his ship, but I prefer to just continue and look at the other amenities. Since these are just 3 houses over here, that is pretty much the same thing 3 times, where you can get some water, or you can cook some food, maybe possibly from fisherman boats. Okay, let's go over here. I believe it's the same thing. Yeah, there's Jerdis. He's just in his house. Just gotta leave him alone. Okay, and go in here. And there's actually a 3rd house. We can then go upstairs to see what she's hiding. This guy. This guy's held captive up here. He just have his broken chair to sleep on, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people to sleep around. This is probably like a boarding house. Oops, probably like a boarding house. All right, now I'll leave their business alone and come over here to the final thieving notification. I have to click over here, and I think that this is actually the jail. If you decide to go to the marketplace and steal some goods from the local people, you will actually get thrown to the jail, and good luck breaking out of there, because, well, you better have a good lockpick. Also, I'll just have to stay there for like 5 minutes like I did whenever I tried to steal some cannonballs. Trust me, it's not worth it. And I thought maybe you could escape here, but no. Can't even click on it to escape if you get in trouble, so just be wary of that. And besides this, in the middle, we have a shopkeeper here. This is actually something like a general store. Great source for empty jugs, empty buckets, and empty vial packs. Also the swamp paste, which is great, and ropes, and knives and other amenities you'll need for your amenities on your boats. Let's check upstairs. See what kind of spawns. And there's no spawns, just a bed for 2. And some chairs. The cash register. Very nice shop. I think one of my favorite locations in Old School RuneScape is Port Roberts. Just because they have a really cool market and a bank that's close by, and you can also ship from your boats. And you can also just sort through your salvage from your questing on the high seas. In conclusion, I think some people need a guide for Port Roberts because, well, not everybody knows exactly what to do when they first get here. So, oh, damn it. So I will just bid you farewell and hope that this guide has been helpful for learning something about Port Roberts. If you learned something, don't forget to subscribe to the comments below, and have a good rest of your day. Cut.